Excitement sure is something to help move forward. The long-lost childish curiosity is triggered, like never foreseen, to meet with connections. Different in living the way of life. It started moving along the cliff to find a way to cross the block. Unable to find any way out, it marched towards the hometown, telling what it found in enthusiasm like never before. But well, for them, it's some non-conclusive event, maybe an illusion, another idiot like him. So they just ignore and say, "Aren't you curious? Why not try?" Because for them, stability and comfort are more important than such out-of-the-box explorations risking danger. In the journey till now, its development as a person went through patience, maturity, detachment, knowledge, understanding, strength, profound vision, alertness, real decision-making. But soon he will find out that's no way near enough to keep up. Soon something was going to hit like a tsunami, a reality check to its understanding of the world. Moving on, it came far from hometown and started seeing a key difference in this journey. This was the steeper side of the mountain, with stronger winds, not the gentle breeze it was used to. In most places, strong winds had cut down some places like a horizontal, unclimbable wall, landslide, repainting the straight scene path into a roller coaster, dense forests with tall, unfamiliar tree, making it difficult to find food and water. For the first time, it came to a realization of the biggest mistake it ever made in its life. All this was not enough. It came across some veil creatures, giant, strong, fast, quick, sensitive, known as predators. Not just one kind as diverse like day and night around the year, men, wolves, jackals, and much more. Facing brutality in its true form, it knew what fear really meant when you have to constantly stay on the edge, believe in instincts rather than eyes. Fooling around is not an option, but a necessity. To find whatever there can be, delicacies are now to be enjoyed in things. Quite simpler to be amused. The doubts, guilts, regrets are long lost. What now remains is just a survival instinct. To fight forces. Massive, unstoppable in their pursuit with everything they have. The curiosity that once drew, it is now replaced by a dead churning of a volcano. The way to hometown is forgotten in the depths of memories. Too deep to be pulled out. Soon it got used to this living. When most of the necessities were fulfilled by the end of the day, a free slot in the never-ending busy schedule emerged. The schedule of stargazing is back. Gazing the countless stars, it remembered the glimpses of the past. Slowly and steadily, the curious free child is back with the strength of the wild boss. It keeps its pursuit with a newfound strength. The most amusing flight through the sea of trees now begins. The newly found is confidence. Confidence towards its strength and ability to bounce back in the worst circumstances. Behind the glowing eyes, 2 more seeds, contenders are ready, making their move in every action. Pride and self-esteem. 2 sides of the same coin, for both are to be the examiners and examinees in every step. But that is to be seen later, moving forward. The exploration was making it. Reached the depths for its confidence in the strength acquired. During trials is empowering it to take steps it never before. Crossing rivers, moving through slopes, thick bushes. There was nothing stopping its tracks. A charge like a storm, making the problems take a back step. It faced the predators head-on, without fear or constraints in action. The moment it was waiting for did came. That glimpse from the depths of memory came out as reality, only multiplied. With enthusiasm, it asked. And when the answer came, its reality crumbled. After a thorough beating, it was dragged to a hideout. There, many more surrounded. It was questioning, who is he? Where did he came from? How did it found them? Arrogance has no place in the new world it searched all along. That was what he was told. The leader from the group started explaining all the situation. Why their anger was so high. Apparently, his reckless action made the predators furious. Up until now, they were hunting only for satisfying their hunger. But his pride challenged the self-esteem of the leaders in the hunting party. And now, they were hunting to explain what this reckless action meant to them. It was confused and asked, wasn't it his confidence? The leader answered,
"There is a reality check I'm afraid you need right now, before it's too late. What you have is ego, and an egoistic person lives in the delusion that his ego is self-esteem, while the self-esteem of the ones around is their ego. I bet you were neglected by some of the senior members in your tribe."
It told they lived in a closed family. The concept of tribe was foreign to it. And the leader realized the entirety of his captive's reality. Smiling in admiration, he freed it and asked, "Want to join us?" Not for the upcoming fight, but for the responsibility of your action.
"You can fight, but are not good enough. With someone like your diverse talents, things will be quite amusing."
Soon, a battle began. There was a charge between the prey and the predator. 3 fronts, 3 men, 300 followers, the leader. Faced the strongest predators head-on, with strongest-willed contenders, rabbits versus wolves. The losses were catastrophic on both ends. The losers, rabbits. Soon in the second front, the rabbits secured a bare victory against the second pack of when the leader giving directions was lost an eye. In the fight, because of an ambushed pincer attack. The winners, rabbits. On the third front, both sides engaged in an all-out confrontation. Soon, during the end of the day when the fighting was about to conclude, jackals, foxes, dogs came in a group ready for attack. When this looked futile and everything has ended. 2 powerful roars terrorized both sides of the tiger. Couple with their children were taking a stroll along the river and nobody dared to even move. No eye contact, but the terrifying feeling of a true predator was overwhelming. Apparently the leader of the rabbits, wolves, and the tigers were childhood friends. But with time, the difference made it inevitable to part ways. Our lone innocent rabbity was now in a position of absolute confusion. Who was he? What did the leader saw inside him to be, given such a position at such a crucial point without a second thought? What is special about him that he is being admired by so many? But most of all, the guilt that so many deaths occurred because of his reckless actions.